Welcome back to the Building Excellence podcast, where in this season, we're actually walking together through my new book, The Cure to Chaos. This book is officially launching this summer, but it's already available. So go to my website right now, thecureTochaos.com, and purchase the book. I'm the author, Dwayne Walker, and I am so honored that you're here. Let me begin by saying that you are not here by accident. You're here because there's something inside of you knows you were created for more than just surviving every day. In episode 1, we uncovered a foundational truth, and that is chaos isn't just busyness. It's life happening to you instead of through you. And even better, that chaos is not your destiny. Today, we're going to dive a little deeper. Because sometimes the chaos that robs our peace isn't loud and isn't obvious. Sometimes the chaos that's robbing us most is hidden. And until we recognize it, we stay in cycles of chaos, cycles that we don't even understand. So let's dive in. So the place we're going to start at today, our first point is this, that chaos isn't always loud. Like when you think of chaos, you might think of the obvious and most loud examples like super packed schedules, endless tasks, messy homes, sleepless nights, waking up early, burnout. But not all chaos is shouting and obvious like that. Some chaos is actually whispers. And it's happening inside our thoughts, it's happening inside our emotions, and it's happening inside our habits. It's constant mental noise, chronic busyness without real progress. It's emotional roller coasters, decision paralysis. It's whenever we are neglecting people and dreams that matter most. And if we don't slow down, we don't even notice it. We actually begin to normalize it. Where might quiet chaos be hiding in your life right now? Let me give you 5 signs of hidden chaos that might be operating below the surface. The first one is that constant mental noise I was talking about. It's where your mind is always on, and even small decisions sometimes begin to feel overwhelming. Yeah, that's a hidden chaos. Let me give you a second one. Chronic busyness without progress or measurable results. You're moving constantly, but you're never feeling fulfilled and you're never seeing real measurable results. A third one is emotional roller coasters. You're easily irritated, discouraged, or overwhelmed, and you find yourself overly defensive or offended by the small things. I'll give you a fourth sneaky one. Difficulty making decisions. You second guess yourself into inaction. You suffer from paralysis by analysis, and you're fearful of every potential outcome, so you end up doing nothing. And a fifth one is neglecting key relationships or dreams. The people and passions you say matter most keep getting pushed to later. You feel emotionally disconnected from what and who you say really matter most. If any of those things resonate, it's not because you're failing, it's because there's hidden chaos in your life. And there's great news. Hidden chaos can be healed. It's, I've had it. I've had every one of those. And as I've been through them, I've had to face them and I've now been healed. I'll be real with you. I know it feel I truly, truly, truly know what it feels like. There was a season when everything looked great from the outside. The business was growing, opportunities were everywhere. But on the inside, I was restless, disconnected, and drained. The real problem wasn't my workload, it was the chaos inside of me I hadn't stopped to confront. Everything started to change when I slowed down, got honest with myself, and began healing and leading the chaos, not just managing it. Burnout isn't a badge of honor. That's something I really had to come to grips with. I was managing the chaos, thinking that because I'm working hard, because I'm giving it everything I got, I'm winning. But how can I be winning when everything that I'm working hard for, I'm missing? So I got to be clear about this. Burnout is not a badge of honor. Family, it's a flashing, blinking, loud red light that something needs to change. It's a sign. Here's what it's a sign of doing. It's a sign to begin to shift your priorities. It's a sign for you to begin to shift and to rethink what you're giving your time to. It's a sign to stop trying to be everything to everyone. It's a sign to begin to ask yourself this very critical question. Why am I doing this? The truth is, it's hard for everyone to wear every single hat and to be every single title. It's hard to be wife and mom and chef and bill payer and family accountant and bus driver and boss and daughter and best friend and caregiver and volunteer, husband, dad, employee, son, brother, uncle, coach, active parent, Instagram friend, Facebook friend, Twitter friend, TikTok friend, LinkedIn friend, GroupMe friend, email friend. Whoo, that's a lot of hats. Give yourself a break. Give others a break if they aren't giving you the time that you want in this season. Listen, nobody was created to wear all those hats at once. Every hat will get different amounts of time and energy depending on the season. We must understand that God has given us all limits and seasons. Let me give you some examples of some of the limits that God has given us. He's given us 24 hours in a day. We can't create more time. He's given us limited amounts of energy every day because we have to rest to replenish our energy. He's given us limited amounts of mental capacity. You can't think deeply about everything at once. He's given us limited emotional capacity. You can only carry so much emotionally. He's given us limited physical strength. You have to rest. You have to eat good. You got to nourish your body. You got to take care of your body. He's given us limited financial resources, especially in certain seasons. He's given us limited relational bandwidth. We can't deeply care or invest in endless amount of people at the same time. He's limited the number of days in a week. Only 7. We all got 7 days. And one of them was meant to be Sabbath and rest. So we only got 6 days to work, really. He's also limited the years of our life. Guys, our life on earth is limited. Our days eventually come to an end. He's limited our attention span. We can't focus on everything at the same time. He's limited our creativity. And we can't give creative energy to too many places. Our creative energy needs to be refreshed. He's limited our ability to multitask. Science shows that multitasking actually reduces efficiency and excellence. He's also given us limited seasons of youth. Like time as parents, we get to spend parenting and building and spending time with our kids. So there are lots of limits that God gives us. It's very important that we embrace all those limits. Let me give you some examples of seasons, because seasons change, and as seasons change, that there's there's more focus we have to give on certain things than others. So let me give examples of seasons. Let's say you get married. I think that's a season. That means you got to spend a little bit more time now with your spouse, right? Let's say you're having a baby. You got to spend more time with the baby now, right? Let's say you're raising toddlers. Now you got to spend some time raising toddlers. Let's say you have multiple children. Now, everybody got more than one kid, you know that begins to shift your season of how much time you spend with people as well. Navigating teenage years, becoming a grandparent, fostering or adopting children, launching a career, starting a business, scaling or building a business, taking your leadership to the next level, or embracing a new leadership role. Let's say you're going to go back to school, or maybe you're supporting a spouse's career, or you're having health battles, or you're having mental health battles. I remember seasons where I lost a loved one. Or I remember seasons where I had to slow down and help my kids through challenging situations. Or maybe you're volunteering, or building a home, or writing a book, or launching a ministry. Those are just a few examples of seasons, and there are so many more that demand time, focus, and energy. Learning to embrace your limits and your seasons isn't a weakness, it's wisdom. It's protection for what matters most. And we've got to confront another hidden chaos that I believe really makes us want to ignore the seasons. It makes us want to ignore the limits that God gives us. And that's the hidden chaos of trying to please people. Pleasing people makes you want to ignore all the limits that God has given you. It makes you want to ignore all the different seasons that you're trying to navigate. Let's be real. There has never been one human in the history of the planet that has made everybody happy. Not one. Yet somehow we convince ourselves we'll be the first one, like Neo from the Matrix. We're the one to pull it off. Listen, y'all, it's time to stop making pleasing everyone the goal. You were created to please God, steward your soul well, protect your marriage and your family, and to fulfill your calling. If pleasing people pulls you away from that, it's chaos, and it's time to let it go. The Bible says it like this: as far as it depends on you, live at peace with everyone, not please everyone. Okay, let me say it again. The Bible says, as far as it depends on you, you want to live with peace with everyone. It does not say please everyone. Let's explore another hidden chaos: the comparison game. Whew. With all the different social medias, all the different ways that you could see all of the victories and mountaintop experiences that happen with your friends or loved ones, and sometimes people you don't even know. We see what someone else has or what someone else is doing, and we tire ourselves out trying to copy their race instead of running the race God gave us. I know God didn't give me enough time. He hasn't given me enough energy to run two races. He gave me just enough to run mine, and He gave you just enough to run yours. So, y'all, listen, let's make a commitment. Let's not run two races. Let's run the race that was marked out for us. One of my favorite scriptures. It's um out of the New Living Translation, or it could be the Amplified version. It says that God has given you the gifts, the talents, and the passions to do what pleases Him. So literally, He's giving you everything you need to please Him. So y'all, let's just commit to running our race. All right, let's talk about another hidden chaos that I think we rarely talk about, and that is opportunity. One of the greatest threats to greatness, honestly, isn't failure, it's opportunity. Not every opportunity is a blessing. Don't say yes to 10 things and do them all halfway when you can say yes to 5 and do them with excellence. More isn't better. Better is better. We have to embrace the blessing of no. I know it's hard. I know it's hard to say no. Okay. It's hard to say no in the moment, but it feels so right the days, the months, and years to come. And that brings us right into something powerful from chapter 2 in the book, Cure to Chaos. It says that we have to redefine success. I've told you this quote from Mother Teresa, but I'm going to tell you this quote again because it means so much to me. It says that God didn't call me to succeed, He called me to be faithful. The world tells us success is more money, more speed, more achievements. But real success, the kind that matters most, is actually peace, fulfillment. It's being present with the people and being present in the moments that matter most. Success isn't about accumulating more. It's about living fully, intentionally, and faithfully. Yes, wealth and growth may come along the way, but they should never come at the expense of your purpose. Success demands sustainable routines. Working endlessly while sacrificing your health, your family, your faith, that's not success. That's slow self destruction. Real success honors your limits, it honors your time, it honors your energy, it honors the season of life that you're currently in. We have to understand this simple truth. Every yes costs you something. Every moment spent somewhere means it's not being spent somewhere else. Real success isn't about chasing more, it's about choosing better. Better experiences, better relationships, and most of all, better alignment with your values. We have to stop hiding behind the excuses of, oh, my boss is giving me too much to do. I got too much going on. This is on my calendar. I got this much. I got so much weight. I got to do this. I got to do that. John Maxwell said it like this: everything rises and falls on leadership. Leadership starts with you, and leadership starts with me. Excuses keep us stuck, but ownership sets us free. You don't need perfect circumstances to start moving. You just need a new mindset. A mindset that says, if it's going to get better, it's going to have to start with me. So today, here's your challenge. First, slow down. Second, get quiet. Quiet your soul, quiet your spirit. And then I want you to ask yourself honestly, where is hidden chaos operating in my life? Where have I been chasing more instead of better? Where do I need to redefine success? Where do I need to stop making excuses and start leading myself well? No guilt, no shame, just one decision at a time, one moment at a time, one step at a time. When you answer those questions, you're going to realize you're not stuck, you're not too late, and you're standing at the beginning of something better. Once we know what the problem is, once we own what the problem is, once we know that leadership starts with us, then we can be better. Once we know better, we can do better. All right, family. Thanks again for joining me in episode 2 of The Cure to Chaos. I hope it is blessing you. If this conversation is helping you, please grab a copy of the book. Share this episode with someone who needs it, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Again, you can get your copy of the book at thecureTochaos.com. And next time, guys, we're going to continue to dive even deeper. We're going to be diving into one of the biggest transformations you can experience: choosing intentional living over accidental survival. Until then, keep moving forward toward clarity, peace, and purpose. You were made for this.